Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Yes, I am back. I am back. Thank you all for your prayers, reaching out, the text messages, the inboxes, and all the things. I am definitely feeling better. And look, y'all, the curls are popping. I'm just going to say that. Like, I normally don't be embracing the curls, but I'm loving the curls today. So, look, you guys, let me go ahead and get the theme song going. Hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the room. Yes, it's been a couple of days. I've been under the weather, but I am feeling better. Oh my God, Deanna, how are you? I am so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for joining me. Look, you guys go ahead and drop some stuff in the chat. The conversation we're having today is all about time gives you options. So put in the chat, personalize it. Time gives me options. Times give me options. Oh, I see you, Sister Rosalind. How you doing today? Look, so listen. Last week, I don't know if y'all remember, I only was on here Monday, but I was in my feelings on last Monday, and it was all because I was getting someone was trying to get me to invest in a product, right? Or something. She said, I'm well, glad you're feeling better. Time gives me options. That's right. Time gives you options. And what I wanted to get today, last week, hey, LaShawn, I see you up in here. How you doing, sissy? So last week, I was all in my feelings about people trying to get me to invest in things when I was in a mastermind group where it's supposed to be safe. We're supposed to be sharing ideas. We're supposed to be doing all the things to help each other build businesses, but they're still trying to push products and do the thing. But listen, we're not going to get into that today, but on Wednesday inside of the private group at 6 o'clock, I'm going to tell you what happened with that situation, how it has shaped out, if there is a resolution, what the resolution is, all the things. So I'm going to give you all the goodies, right? But today, put in the chat, time gives me options. Time gives me options. Time gives me options. So look, I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the day when I was in school, and I don't want to shout out my school because I don't even want y'all to connect this to the school because it had nothing to do with school, but I was in a stick up with my girlfriend. Put in the chat, time gives me options. Time gives me options. So we were coming back from summer break and we had our clothes and things inside of storage. Yeah, we put some of our clothes and our bedding and all that stuff inside of storage. And while we were at the laundromat cleaning all the things that we put in storage, right? We went next door to the 7-Eleven. Hashtag 7-Eleven, y'all. Y'all know, y'all down with the Slurpees, right? We wanted to go get a slush. Now, I'm going to tell you now, this neighborhood wasn't the best neighborhoods. And I'm going to tell you how I know and how you should know this. When you have to purchase the cups before you can get the Slurpee, you know you're in a neighborhood that you may not need to be in. Hashtag time gives me options. Time gives me options. So as I was standing there at the counter, right, about to pay for my cup so I can get a slush, there was a gentleman in front of me who wanted to purchase a Tropicana drink. Hashtag time gives me options. Hashtag time gives me options. And as he put it on the counter, I remember hearing the cashier saying, hey, it'll be $1 and maybe like 60 cents. Because everything is high priced in the convenience store. A small like Tropicana bottle was like $1 and some change. So as he went into his pocket to actually get the money, he pulls out a gun and he tells her, give me all that cash, right? And then when he pointed it at her, he clicked the gun, like, tick, tick, chomp, chomp, right in my ear. I heard it. Time gives me options. Put in the chat, time gives me options. Time gives me options. So as I'm standing there, because I'm right behind him, right? I'm like, oh my God, I want to be still. I want to make sure I don't startle him because I don't want him to grab me and put this gun to my head or do anything. So I am standing right behind him. But as I'm standing, I'm listening and I'm also watching. I'm looking around the store. There's people shopping. There's people laughing, talking. They don't know what's going on. They're not paying attention, right? Because normally we think when somebody's in a stick up, you hear somebody say, freeze, don't nobody move. Don't do this. And ain't nobody going to get hurt. But let me tell you how that ain't what happened in the stick up, y'all. Do you understand? Time gives me options. Times give me options. But as I was looking around the store and I saw that he was actually allowing people to shop and to do other things, I started thinking, okay, this is an opportunity for me to get away. I can leave the store because he's not paying no attention to me. He's focused on getting the money at the cash register. Hashtag time gives me options. Times give me options. So as I'm standing there thinking it through, looking around, becoming aware of my surroundings, everybody is complying, right? The girl's getting the money out. I'm standing still, people shopping. My girlfriend, somehow she has made it around me because I was in there with her. She made it around me. And I look and I turn to her when I see that he's allowing us to move. And I push her out the door and I say, go, right? Because she was just standing there frozen. And I totally get it, right? Because we were in the fight for our life. We didn't know what was going to happen in there. But this whole message today is when we finally got outside the door, we got in the car, before we can make it throughout the parking lot, he had already came out the store, gotten the money, ran away, and they've locked the store. But before we left, before we got into the car, I got outside of the door and I turned around and I said, is he for real? Hashtag Tom gives you options. Hashtag Tom gives you options, right? I don't know why I did that, but I just wanted to make sure. And by that time, he had one of the employees in the headlock with the gun pointed to her head. Hashtag Tom gives you options. So I say all of this to say, in life, as we are going through different things, right? From the upset that I had last week, from the challenges that you may be having in your business or in your relationship, I want you to get that time gives you options. And there's some things that I want you to write down. 4 things I want you to keep in mind when you're thinking about time gives you options. Now, the reason why this is super duper important is because sometimes we react in ways that don't get us our desired results. Remember, I was talking about being an upset. When you come from a situation or a place of upset, there's no way you're going to find the solution. And remember, I shared with you Deepak Chopra saying, he said, look, wherever you are fighting a problem or looking to solve a problem, the answer will never be found in that same location at that same level. Hashtag level up. Hashtag level up. The only way you are going to be able to solve that problem is if you elevate yourself to a level above where the solution is, because that's where you'll find it. You're not going to find it where you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that when you are faced with upset situations in relationship, things in business, you got to allow that time to give you options. And the first thing that I want you to do is hashtag be aware. Get your awareness all the way up. Get your awareness all the way up. And why is awareness so important? It was just like me standing in that store. I was aware, number one, that we were being robbed. The store was being robbed, and I was in a stick up, right? I saw when he pulled the gun out. I saw and listened and was able to hear when he told her to give him all the cash. I saw and I could see people still shopping, people laughing, doing their thing. He ain't worried about nothing else. He's not worried about what's going on around him. He's focused on what he's focused on. I'm focused on him. I'm focused on that gun. I'm focused on the people shopping, right? I'm becoming aware of my surroundings because those surroundings started to give me options. That awareness that I had started to give me options. Why? Because I saw other people moving around and I saw that he wasn't worried about what was happening outside of him in the cashier, which gave me options to do something else. And you being aware in whatever situation that you're in, if you just take a minute and become aware and start looking around and listening to what's going on, right? Some of you guys may call that being observant, right? Some of you guys may call that being discerning, right? Where you're actually becoming aware of what somebody said. What? Yes, I was in a stick up. So listen. As you are becoming aware, though, of your situations, you will see what options you have for your next move. And sometimes it ain't always sprouting off out the mouth. Sometimes it's not always saying everything that comes to your mind, right? Sometimes it's you taking a look at all the options first before you making a decision. Number two, I want you to get, sometimes it's okay for you to just comply. Right? Just acquiesce. Hashtag compliance. Hashtag comply or hashtag compliance. Sometimes you just need to be okay with the way things is and go with the flow, right? Hashtag flow and ease. Hashtag flow and ease, right? Sometimes when you are in a situation or a disagreement or something where you want to get your point across, then you pushing makes matters worse. You're not complying, you're not easing up, you're not going with the flow, can destroy the entire relationship, the business deal, the thing that you actually wanted. Do you get, as a parent, I could have forwent the gaining of the weight, the stretch marks, right? The labor pains. didn't have to have all of that if I could just have the baby. But do you get that all comes along with it? Hashtag comply, hashtag comply. So there's some things that you want to experience in your life, that you want to have in this relationship, in this business, in your physical life, in your spiritual life, that you're going to have to comply. You're just going to have to, get with the program and give up what it is that you want in the moment in order for you to be able to have what you desire in the end, right? So sometimes it is going the extra mile. Sometimes it is doing things outside of your scope of business, right? There's things as a business owner that I do that I wouldn't want to do if I didn't have to, right? But sometimes it's required of me. I have to comply that, Deneen, you got to do this part. This is what's going to get you to the success. This is what's going to get you to the result that you want to provide for somebody. This is going to get you to the impact that you want to make in the world. Sometimes you have to comply. And then number three, say partnership. Put in the chat partnership. Now listen, I was in there with my homegirl. My girl was with me, okay? My ride or die at the time. And literally my ride or die, right? And we were standing there, and I never lost track that I was not alone. But while I was observing, I saw somehow she got behind me. We were right next to each other in line. She got away from old boy, okay? She got behind me. And when I turned around to give her the directive to get out the door, I wasn't leaving without her. I wasn't going to leave her in the store. So when you are going through certain things, sometimes you need a partner in order to what? Bounce ideas off of, to see if you're seeing a position or a point clearly. Are you making the best decision that you can make? Because sometimes we have blind spots, and because of our upset, our disappointment, or our stance for something, or not wanting to comply, or wanting something bad enough, we're not able to see all the options. But I'm telling you, if you would just wait a minute, take your time, do a time out, take a breather, give yourself some space, woo-saw, then you can see some other options for yourself. Hashtag partnership, hashtag partnership, hashtag partner. Somebody saying yes, absolutely. You got to chill out. And you got to use these people in your circle as sounding boards. So before you flick off and say something that's going to destroy everything that you work on, I need you to get a partnership. Now, the last thing is that I want you to take better actions. Hashtag better actions. Hashtag better actions. And how do you get to the better actions? Well, this is when you're actually able to see all the options. Remember how I told you when I saw that he was letting us walk around, he was letting other people shop. He never said, scream, everybody freeze. He never did any of those things. I knew that I had options. Either I could stand there and see if he ever grabs me, or I could yell and scream and startle him and maybe he get shot, right? Or I can move quietly to the door and exit, right? While he letting everybody shop and doing all these other things. He wouldn't care if I left. Why? He ain't paying no attention to me. He's trying to get that money, right? So what are the better actions that you can take, or a better way to respond to the things that's upsetting you, that's disappointing you, that's giving you some form of resistance? Because you do get that resistance is futile. Now, if you keep pushing up against this, you ain't going to do nothing but lose. You ain't going to do nothing but mess it up. You ain't going to do nothing but allow whatever you've been working on so hard to slip through your hands. So what is the better action? What is the better thing to say? What is the better thing to do? What is the better place to stand? Linda, I see, LaShawn, I see you. Shelly, I see you. Some of you guys are inside the private group and haven't given StreamYard permission to show your name, so I can't see you, but I see these Facebook users, and I'm happy that you're here, and thank you so much. I would love to shout you out. I know Sister Rosalind is in here, but if you haven't given StreamYard permission, I can't see your name, so that's the only reason why I'm not shouting you out. But listen, I'm happy that you're here, and I want you to get better options, better actions. A better way to handle it is always available. So the next time that you're ready to show off, the rest of the time you want to say what's on your mind, I want to stop you and just compel you to say, no, don't do that. Because why? Time gives you options. If you just take a breather and relax just for a second, I promise you other options will appear. It ain't the first one, especially if it's upset, okay? So always looking forward to serving you. Make sure you like and share this video. Hashtag time gives me options. Hashtag time gives me options. Time gives you options. Take as much time as you need in order to get the desired results that you want. Because if you do something that you know is not going to give you what you want, you are going to destroy all the effort that you put in beforehand. So just a quick recap, but be aware, comply, get some form of partnership, a sounding board, and then take some better actions. Always looking forward to serving you. I will see you guys on Wednesday at 5, Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We're going to talk about my upset from last week. All right. Always looking forward to serving you. I see you soon. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5.